the need for attention and feeling important to someone is what you have now. It's what's already in you, and if you can use what's already in you, then it's attainable. It's already there. G'day everyone. Today's video is about shadow values. So this is a form of shadow work where we actually find out what your values are first. And oftentimes we actually, we like to say that we value certain things such as, experience, wisdom, abundance, and all these sort of lovey-dovey, values. But in reality, we have two sides. We live in a reality of duality, and there's two sides where we're not acknowledging our shadow self, and this can actually cause us to not take action and be ashamed or fearful of certain things, or pursuing certain outcomes, because we're not actually being authentic to ourselves. And so I'll give you a few examples. So we could value like wisdom, we could value being smart, and that's quite fluffy, quite positive. Obviously we want wisdom, but the shadow side of that is acknowledging the fact that you want to be right, the fact that I want to be right as well, and the fact that when you're with a group of people, that they will see you as a smart person, and that they'll give you attention, and basically satiate your shadow self because you want this wisdom. And so by actually acknowledging and confronting the sort of guilt and shame that we have around these values head on, we can actually begin to tap into a natural inspiration which requires no motivation. And so we don't need to constantly be, I need to chase wisdom and study, but it's like, no, I want to be right, so I'm going to go and do it, because we live in this, we're spiritual beings first and foremost, but we live in a physical reality. And so to actually inspire this physical being to take action and make change, we need to actually basically accept these shadow parts of ourselves, because they are represented by the physical part of ourselves. So in order to find these shadow values for yourself, you can ask yourself a question such as, what frustrates me the most? Like, if something were to frustrate you right now, what would it be? An example might be someone lying to you. So someone lying to you, you can dig deeper on that. What does lying create for you? Or what does lying ruin? It ruins trust. And why do you want trust? It creates security, and then security amounts to a level of control. But especially in spiritual communities, we're told detach, 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 and give up control, which is what I've talked about in my videos before. And that is right to a degree of aligning to your higher self. So in order to align to the higher self, you actually need to release the shame and guilt around what your shadow values, and actually start to use that energy, and by this act actually transmuting that energy and freeing it up so it's not being wasted on guilt and feeling bad. And you're embodying authenticity, which is your higher self, and you're allowing that energy to flow into what you actually want to do, and stop letting it hold you back. I'll share a few more examples, like importance could be another shadow value, feeling important. Like, for example, you might say that you value adventures or exploring. Well, this one's for me actually. I value adventures and exploring, and this amounts to having stories to tell, having basically experience, being worthy of people's time, and it kind of boils down to attention and being unique and good enough. And so once you actually allow yourself to feel the shame around that, and realize that the shame is actually from past conditioning, of the fact that maybe you were told that you're an attention seeker in the past, and that made you feel ashamed. But it's like, so does everyone wants attention. We're social creatures, and by embodying that, you're actually creating a natural motivation to go and seek those things because it's okay. Or you might want to be to be rich. And why do you want to be rich? Well, for me, it would be I want to provide. And why would I want to provide? So I can be in control. And, you know, why would I want to be in control? So I could possess something, you know, say a family, so my family wouldn't leave me. So that's, you know, another sort of shadow value that we often overlook. And if you only look at the fluffy and lovey-dovey values, then you're not actually being honest and authentic with yourself, and you're not liberating that energy to be used for inspiration, rather than trying to motivate yourself to go after something that, you know, you don't even have yet. Because that's another thing. Basically, the reason why it's so hard to just envision the lovey-dovey values, like I want love or I want this, it's because you don't have it yet, you're not there, so it feels unattainable. But when you actually get to that outcome by diving deep into what the shadow value is, so say it's love is the higher value, but the need for attention and feeling important to someone is what you have now. It's what's already in you, and if you can use what's already in you, then it's attainable. It's already there. You can literally feel that shadow inside you. If you can use that almost like a rope and feel into that and allow it, and you're sort of using what you already have to pull yourself up to what you want, which might be love or something like that. So I hope this helped. Like, subscribe, comment, any questions down below, and I'll leave my socials for anyone who wants support or a chat. Cheers.